Everyone is sold on the latest buzz. Despite the promises of savings, fuel prices are on the rise, and for many Nigerians, the cost at the pump is becoming a real strain. Enter CNG, the government's big idea for a solution.
It's the Glow Festival of Joy, and it's raining exciting prizes. Oh, for 120 days, we take it to the max. Mind-blowing, loaded prizes. Take John, winning a tear rubber Toyota Prado by recharging up to 100,000 naira. And Sister T, winning a Cha-Cha Kia Picanto by recharging up to 50,000 naira. From the sky, coming to you,
yes, the gifts are unloading joy all over Nigeria.
From Toyota Prados to Kia Picantos, Keke Napets, generators, sewing machines, and even grinding machines. Just dial *611#, choose your prizes, recharge the value for the month, and you too can win.
Whoa, you too can win, oh!
Welcome to Tech Mode. I am Splendor Omale, your guide to understanding the complex landscape of tech solutions and innovations. Today, we focus on a topic that affects millions of Nigerians as fuel prices rise and the environmental cost of petrol becomes harder to ignore. Many are turning to alternatives. One of the options on the table is CNG, compressed natural gas.
The CNG is the future. We all know that it's going to cut down cost of transportation by about 70% in some cases. And not only that, we also know that it's safer, it's cleaner, it's more conducive, and therefore federal government is championing that. Now, having said that, you are aware that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has committed the sum of about 100 billion in the first instance to support this initiative. That money is meant for the first purchase of CNG buses, conversion, and support to private sector.
CNG is being promoted as a cleaner, cheaper, and more sustainable alternative to petrol. But what exactly is CNG, and why is it gaining attention now?
As global energy demands rise and the effects of climate change becomes more evident, the need for cleaner, more sustainable fuel alternative has never been greater. One of the most promising alternatives is CNG. But how exactly does CNG work, and why is it considered an environmentally friendly option compared to traditional petrol? Let's take a closer look.
CNG is composed mainly of methane, a gas found in natural reserves beneath the Earth's surface. Unlike petrol or diesel, which are refined from crude oil, CNG is derived from natural gas, which is compressed and stored at high pressure in cylinders, allowing it to be used as fuel for vehicles. When CNG is used to power a vehicle, it's delivered into the engine similar to petrol, but it combusts differently. CNG burns much more cleanly, producing fewer harmful emissions such as carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and nitrogen oxides. This results in significantly lower pollution levels compared to petrol-powered vehicles. However, a vehicle to run on this energy requires a special conversion kit that modifies the fuel system. A CNG storage cylinder stores the compressed gas, and then the pressure regulator lowers the pressure of the CNG before it's injected into the engine. An injector is required to deliver the CNG into the engine's combustion chamber, while the electronic control unit ECU manages the flow of gas and ensures optimal fuel efficiency and performance as required.
It will interest you to know that once converted, The vehicle can either run exclusively on CNG or as a biofuel system, allowing the driver to switch between CNG and petrol when necessary, giving it a flexible option for areas where CNG refueling stations are still limited.
Joining us now is Mr. Phillips, the National Secretary of the Chartered Institute of Transport Administration of Nigeria. He converted his car to CNG last year and is here to walk us through additional modifications made to the engine and share some of his personal experiences with the conversion.
Okay, Splendor, thank you. I've been on this for a year and a month now. I drive on CNG. Even though it's a hybrid, my fuel still runs, but mostly I run with CNG. But when I can't get CNG, I can also get fuel and run. So this is what is new in the car. This was introduced. This is where I fuel. I fuel through here. And during the construction, there's a device added here to the battery that helps the combustion. And like you've seen already, in the boots, you have the cylinder where you hold the CNG. And they make sure you don't have excess what your shock can carry. So the experts will make sure they don't give you excess because of your shock. So for this size of a car, I have about 18 kg, which was installed here. There are some other cars that are 15. There are some other cars that are 12, kg because of their shock, what they can carry. Remember, the fuel tank is still with the car, and you can have your fuel, and you can also have your CNG. So it's been a good one because cost is really reduced. Even the cost of servicing, I don't service as much as when I use fuel. So those are some advantages of this. So I want other Nigerians can join, and enjoy this auto fuel because it is Nigeria. Is from our country. We don't import this. So that's one of the unique advantage. Thank you.
This is the story of how TomTom gave me confidence.
You left so many words and said,
How will I face this crowd? With TomTom, no Lily. Let's do this.
Stay confident and stay focused. Breathe for it with TomTom.
While CNG has potential benefits, one of the biggest concerns is the cost of conversion. For an average Nigerian, converting a petrol-powered vehicle to run on CNG can cost someone a whole lot of savings.
Cost of converting the CNG into the petrol vehicle is another thing altogether. It's worth even buying a new vehicle because it's almost $1 million something. So what's the sense? That 1 million before you use a petrol of 1 million to power a vehicle, I believe you could have met an end. You could have achieved an end means with that. So to me, I don't see any too much reasons in that.
I've been hearing of the CNG. I have not really seen the vehicles that use it. And today, I use this opportunity to hear from those that have been using it, the disadvantage and the advantage. But so far, the advantage outweighs the disadvantage. But the problem there is the cost of installation at the first instance is much. Because he said it costs up to 900,000. So that's another problem. It's another body so far.
We took a cooperative loan from my wife's cooperative, and within 4 months, by our calculation, that 400 and something thousand, we have regained it back.
How?
Every week, we have close to 33,000 gain when we are using fuel. And because we are using gas, I don't service my car as regular as it takes when I'm using fuel. Once in 3 months, I service my car now. So my engine does not get dirty. The gas does not affect the engine. The gas does not affect the engine like petrol. So I don't service as regular as when I use fuel. So in a year, about 3 times.
Yes, I did conversion 450,000 naira, and I've realized back the money in just a month.
What we have in our system is that we are willing to do instrumental payments for drivers. We are also partnering with a bank where they can go and open a bank. Once they are registered with us, we'll take them to that bank. That bank is willing to also fund them for the conversion kits interest-free. So we have packaging, financial packaging to encourage people to come and use compressed natural gas.
Another major challenge is skepticism. Many Nigerians are cautious about switching to CNG with concerns about safety at the top of their minds. The idea of driving with gas cylinders in their vehicles raises fear of accidents and explosions.
Primarily it's better, but this one you are converting, the engine already has fuel, and you have one fuel, and you want to convert it again to petrol. It will wind down the engine completely. You will be running an exorbitant loss generally. So it's better you manage. Maybe if you want to buy a new car, you can talk of the CNG, but these old ones we are using now, I don't see any gain per se.
Of course, everything that comes new have disadvantage. There are still some disadvantage that we can associate CNG with. For instance, reducing of boats. We that do boats, that runs airports, we have some clients that want to put their load bag in the boot, So that is one of the disadvantage. But at least it's not that your boot is empty. You can still put some load inside. That is one of the disadvantages. Second disadvantage is that it doesn't last like fuel. You can end up filling your tank with 40,000 for fuel, and you can use it for the whole day or 3 days consecutively. But this one, I'll fill it and I can finish it today. No matter the disadvantage, I think the advantage way up the disadvantage. Not like it's perfect. One advantage about the CNG is that even when it finishes, it switches automatic to fuel. So you don't need to worry that here you'll be stranded. So, but I don't let it finish because I want to use cheaper source of energy.
The Nigerian government has made it clear that CNG is part of its energy transition plan. But how ready is the infrastructure to support this shift? Are there enough CNG refueling stations across the country?
I believe that the government is doing a lot to encourage us to expand and deepen into CNG infrastructure, which NIPCO hitherto has been on it before the advent of this government. But with the coming of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he has further encouraged us by ensuring that we are partnering with NNPC to expand the infrastructure of CNG in Nigeria. And we are doing a great job because we are reducing the plight of people by giving them a product that is cleaner and is cheaper.
And what we are going to do is to roll out across all the steps of the federation. It's already work in progress. We'll construct 6 CNG model stations spread across the country. Between now and December, you will see this happen. We're also taking another step. We're building an LNG station in Ajokuta, 3 stations, 1 belonging to us, 2 with a partnership. What this does is to bring CNG gas closer to its consumers across the country. Particularly, distance matters in transporting gas. And that's why we're bringing this so that it becomes accessible and becomes easier. And this is short term, because as soon as we complete the AKK pipeline, it gets much closer and closer to end users. And ultimately, as you reduce the distance, cost will come down and you'll see cheaper and cheaper fuel across the country.
I'm back again, Mr. Phillips. We must commend the president for the efforts to reduce conversion costs. However, as an expert, are there areas you believe the government and stakeholders should reconsider?
I think government should take it serious and make sure the custom duty, the VAT that initially was on the imported components, let's see how to crash that price. And if there can be some soft loan that both commercial and private owners can access and pay at 6 installments, 8 installments, highest 12-month installments. Then finally, the dispensing station is where the challenge is. If they can also give licenses to filling station operators.
You've experienced both fuel and CNG. With the rise in PMS prices, pushing for alternatives, if PMS prices dropped, would you reconsider your decision?
I think it's win-win. If, like we are all expecting that between now and December, we have started producing fuel locally and there may be a crash in price. But CNG for now, a kilogram is about 300 naira. I don't know when PMS will come to that point. So it is win-win.
See this baby, why should they do younger like this? As you see me so, I don't become 10x of the woman when I paid before. Berekete 10x.
Make you enjoy 10 times your recharge, double data, and other betterment on top, voice calls, IG, TikTok, audio and video streaming, Zoom calls, and other better things them. Dial *301#.
You never finish, 1,000 naira welcome bonus for voice and data. You mean all this thing for Berekete 10x? Full for the enjoyment.
Is your line blocked? You can get your line unblocked free, fast and easy. Quickly go to any Glow World shop or SIM registration center near you and link your NIN to your Glow line right now. Got no NIN? Visit the nearest NIMC office, get an NIN, and then link it to your Glow line. NIN registration is free, so reconnect with Glow today.
With skepticism, high conversion costs, and safety concerns, the transition to CNG is not just about the infrastructure. It's about convincing Nigerians that this is a viable solution. The question remains, is the road ahead smooth?
A big worry some people have with CNG in hot climates like ours is how the gas might react to rising temperatures. As the weather heats up, the gas inside the cylinder could expand, raising the pressure. Naturally, this leads to concerns about whether the cylinder could rupture or even explode. CNG cylinders are designed with temperature fluctuations in mind. They come equipped with pressure relief devices, which automatically releases small amounts of gas if the pressure inside the cylinder becomes too high, preventing a catastrophic failure. In countries with similarly high temperatures, such as India, Brazil, and Argentina, CNG has been in use for decades with a strong safety record. These nations have experienced minimal incidents related to CNG cylinders, largely thanks to strict adherence to safety standards and proper maintenance protocols. In fact, studies show that CNG cylinders are generally safer than petrol tanks. Petrol is a liquid fuel that can easily spill, evaporate, and ignite in the event of an accident. CNG, on the other hand, is a gas that dissipates quickly into the atmosphere if there is a leak, reducing the risk of fire or explosion. Despite these assurances, the state of our roads and our vehicle maintenance practices contribute to the persistent concerns about CNG cylinder safety. The Nigerian government, in its push for CNG adoption, has acknowledged the importance of safety in promoting public confidence. Through the Commercial Vehicle Conversion Incentive Program, which provides free conversion for union-registered vehicles, the government is also emphasizing the need for safety education, as well as certification and regulation of all conversion centers. Moreover, regulatory bodies like the Department of Petroleum Resources are tasked with enforcing safety standards and ensuring that the material used for CNG systems are up to international standards. This will help minimize risks and provide Nigerians with the assurance that their vehicles are safe to use, even in extreme weather conditions.
I'm one of the beneficiary training in the CNG program. So far so good. In the last few days, close to a week now, we've had series of theoretical and practical training sessions around how to install CNG.
As we've seen, CNG holds great potentials for Nigeria's future. It is cleaner, cheaper in the long run, and can reduce our dependency on petrol. But for this vision to become a reality, we need more than just the government promotion. Lizzie, are you there?
Hey there, it's Lizzie, and today we've got something exciting for you. As we celebrate Nigeria's independence, we are challenging you to see just how much you know about our country's technological journey. From groundbreaking innovations to everyday tech you might not even think about. We are diving into advancements that have shaped Nigeria. Think you are up for it? Sit tight and let's see how many you get right.
What was the first Nigerian bank to launch a mobile banking app? Which Nigerian startup did Facebook acquire in 2020? What year was Nigeria's first indigenous electric car launched? Which Nigerian fintech company was first listed on the New York Stock Exchange? What year did Nigeria implement its cashless policy to drive digital payments? What year did Nigeria officially launch its national e-government master plan? Which Nigerian states launched the first smart city project? What year did Nigeria join the Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement, AFCFTA, to promote digital trade? What is the full name of the digital payment system launched by the Central Bank of Nigeria? What year was the Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, established?
How many did you get right? Each of these questions highlight just a glimpse of incredible innovations and advancements driven by talented Nigerians in our ever-evolving digital landscape.
A solution-driven approach is key to making real change. Connect with us and let's champion progress together. Through science, innovation, and technology, we can transform our nation. Signing off for now, Tech Mode, your top source cutting-edge tech information on NTA.